Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Peachy and this channel is all about my Sylvanian families collection. In today's video I'm going to be showing you my Christmas setup or scene for 2024, and the theme I've tried to capture this year is the hustle and bustle of the high street full of Christmas shoppers. My Christmas scene in 2022 was using the Town series and I'll link that here. And then last year, 2023, I used a lot of the Tomi era buildings, and I see that as kind of the old town area of my village, and I'll link that one here. So for this year, I wanted to use primarily Flair era buildings, and there's a couple of epoch ones in there as well. I see this as kind of the new town area of my village, and then you've got the actual like fancy capital city type town with the Town series stuff. So that's where this scene kind of fits into the lore of my village. And I've fit as much as I can into the view at the moment, but what we'll do now is go in and take a closer, more detailed look. So starting from the left as usual, in the foreground I've set up some Christmas market stands. They're selling all sorts of things from decorations and gifts. The stand is stocked from the village store and Crystal Babblebrook is here, whilst her husband Rocky is at the main store in the old town. Klaus Snowball, who you can see just here, is inquiring about purchasing a Christmas tree, while his wife Nora, just over here, is eyeing up the perfumes. So these perfumes have been bought in specifically from the town, especially for the market. So she's quite excited because they're not things that she can usually get here in the village. In the back is Roxy Reynard and she's having a browse of the seasonal fabrics. She's thinking about how she could use them in her festive garment making. And here we have two members of the Snow Warren family and they're taking a look at the decorations. Then in the background is the courtyard restaurant. You'd think it would be too cold to sit outside in the season and with all this snow on the ground, but the restaurant actually has outdoor under patio heating and it offers great views of the bustling high street. So there's lots of customers having lunch. So you can see here the huskies and the meadows mice, and also up here on the little balcony terrace the Osbornes. There's even Alicia and Stephanie just here who've popped over from the town. So Kenneth Furbanks is hard at work and his son Douglas is helping out as a waiter. He and his sister share this job part-time, and if we just look over here you can see Greta popping out the back door to meet her friend Justine. And Justine seems to be very distracted by the decorations, she's just in awe of them. Then here we have Pauline and Hayden Husky, and they're taking the triplets for a stroll up and down the high street to keep them busy whilst their mum and dad finish up their lunch. They're just on their way back now to meet up with them, and then they're all planning to go Christmas shopping. Coming to the foreground again, we find the donut shop. Carol Osborne is here and she has some festive flavours in stock which are proving very popular. Chirpy, Dana and Nina have escaped their mother's watchful eye to try and get some, though they're too little to have any money on them, so instead they're relying on their irresistible cuteness and Carol's kind nature. There's a line forming behind them as well with Linus and Hector. They're excited to get the new cinnamon swirl flavour that everyone at school has been talking about. Then in the background we have Tiffany and Freya, and they're making their way down the high street looking for Christmas presents for their friends. At the Watermill Bakery, which they're just about to pass, Christopher Appleblossom is meeting Christopher Cottontail, who has managed to lose his wife in all the hustle and bustle, and he's hoping that she's inside. Christopher Appleblossom is particularly proud of his window displays this year. Pride of place is his gingerbread house, and this year he's offering to make any house shape you'd like. They've proven very, very popular with the villagers. It seems that everybody wants a reproduction of their own little home. Outside, his wife Jane is just off down the high street with a fresh tray of gingerbread. They like to take it in turns to go around and share with the other shopkeepers to get everyone in the festive spirit. The smell wafting from the tray and from the bakery is absolutely divine, and it looks like Melinda at the cake shop has spotted her and is beckoning her inside. Speaking of the cake shop, we can see PC Bobby Roberts here. He's been stopped in his tracks by the seasonal goodies on display in the window. On the other side of the glass is Jason Osborne, and these two have a lot in common when it comes to their love of food, especially sweet treats. The cake shop is very busy today, with everyone looking for that seasonal show-stopping centrepiece for their Christmas dinner table. And you can see little Justin Caramel here is dreaming about that Yule log that he's got his eyes on. Coming just slightly forward, we can see the Snowdrift reindeer family. They're out for a stroll. The babies are desperate to visit the sweet shop, and it looks like Mum and Dad could be persuaded. They seem very interested in going in that direction. At the sweet shop, we have Donna Butterglove, and she's also very busy. All the Hawthorn children are gathered round with their pocket money. Their mother has even given the older children some money for the little ones, so that they can all get something to enjoy. Coming just slightly along, we can see their mother Imogen at the fruit and veg stall. She's buying a punnet of raspberries to make a special cheesecake for the season, and John Sainsbury's here is happily helping her to weigh them. In the background is the village supermarket run by the Harveys. The shelves are well stocked with everything the villagers could possibly need for Christmas, and they're also expecting another very busy day. Just outside, it looks like there's a treacherous patch of ice which Radish Dappledorn has fallen victim to. His sister is feigning concern, but really she finds it a very funny sight. Sophie Snow and her mother are a bit more shocked though. Amelia is ready to jump to the rescue if there are any bumps or scrapes. At the toy wagon, the Neptune children are picking out items for their Christmas lists. Little Sandy has fallen in love with the Snow White teddy bear in a striking red hat. The Tilbury children are also trying to get a look as they're going past. Little Tinker is so excited she's nearly hopping out of the pram. In the background is the Strawberry toy shop. Again, very busy today. Eva Snowdrift has arrived to empty the Santa post box, but just as she was about to do so, Milo Cakebread has come running over with his letter. He can just about reach to pop it in. Of course, Eva is very happy to wait. It's a very important letter after all, and it must be delivered. As we come to this end of the street, we can see the grand Applewood department store towering over everything. The department store always has the most stunning Christmas decorations. Pippin's Cafe, which is upstairs, offers a selection of seasonal teas, coffees and cakes. And downstairs is packed with all sorts of items which are perfect for gifting. Laura Macy's is at the door greeting customers as they arrive. And she's even asked Sky and Lyra Persian to sing carols outside. It's creating a really lovely festive atmosphere. Turning right, the high street continues on down the steps. Edward Mulberry's Doll's House shop is first. And we can see here the Hunter Smythe children enjoying seeing all of the miniatures that he's handcrafted. The Periwinkles are also on their way over, though little Henry has been distracted by a dropped present, and oh no, it looks like it's fallen off the back of Mr. McWalkie's snowmobile. Hopefully he notices before he gets too far. His wife is up ahead too on her bike. They are both laden with presents and they've gotten most of their shopping done today, so they'd be very upset to lose any of it. In the background behind them is Brushwood Flowers. Little Momo and Maru are helping out with stock, though they can only reach the very lowest of the shelves. Mr. Hawthorn is here selecting centerpieces for the Christmas table, and Mr. Hunter Smythe is chatting with Hatchie Brushwood whilst his children are busy next door. Then next door again is the Clearwater's dress shop. Beth Puddleford is a frequent customer here, and today she's brought the whole family along in order to get measured for some alterations to their Christmas vest. And here we can see Stephanie greeting them at the door. In the foreground is Pete Petit. He's loading up his scooter with mail order packages from the nearby shops. And Mrs. Blackberry is just behind with her juice bar setup. She's usually most sought after in the summer. However, for winter she's selling health drinks with the tagline to see you through without getting the flu. She's packed lots of vitamins into her blends, so they really do work. But she also has a special candy cane milkshake on offer, which is what's gotten the Huckleberry children all of a buzz. Then last but not least, on the end of the high street is the beauty salon owned by Antonio Patches. He is also finding himself very, very busy at this time of year, with patrons wanting to look their very best for their Christmas parties and events. Belinda Bright Eyes is a regular anyway, but today she's coming in for the whole works: facial, manicure, pedicure and fur trim. We can see Miss Marble here. She's just on her way out, and inside we can see the bulk of the Persis family. Septimus and Nolly are waiting outside, with Nolly making faces at his little brother through the window. The Barkers are on their way into town from this other side for some shopping. And last but not least, we can see the Go Lightleys. Jilly is having great fun on her scooter, but her scarf keeps getting in the way, so she's taken it off and is letting it fly in the wind. Her mother's not happy about that at all since it's so cold, and is desperately trying to get her to put it back on. And that's my whole Christmas scene for 2024. I had a lot of fun setting this up. I'd really been wanting to do a big scene with all the Flair shops for a long time now, so I'm glad I finally got around to it. I also enjoyed making the little scarves and shawls and things. They're all just made out of felt. Very simple, no sew, but I think they work quite well just to make the villagers look a little more appropriately dressed for the cold weather. And that's all for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I hope you have a very lovely festive period. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye for now.